Hello movie fans, and here we are with part 2 of my Blu-ray and DVD update, where I'll be showing you some more DVDs I picked up in the last few weeks. First of all, we start off with The Cavern. Haven't seen this movie before, I only got it today, so I might watch it this afternoon. It's got a plot similar to The Cave. Some people go into a cave and there's some mysterious creature in there and it starts killing them off. I don't know a lot about it, I just had a quick look at the synopsis, but yeah, I don't mind the monsters in caves movies. We've had a couple at the same time. We had The Descent and The Cave, both came out roughly around the same time, but yeah. But also, I got this from Amazon.co.uk for 73p, which was quite amazing. It's Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer 2. Of course, Michael Rooker's not in this one. I think Neil Gwintoli his name is. I have seen this. I didn't find it as good as Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer because that's just an amazing movie, but I don't think it was too bad. He looks a bit similar to Michael Rooker. Sounds a little bit similar to him as well, but yeah, not bad for 73p, I thought. Also, went down to my local charity shop and picked up this bunch of films. I got Hancock, 1-disc edition. I have seen this film, I didn't find it too bad. I don't think it's Will Smith's best film, but yeah, it's quite enjoyable. Some good special effects. I will pick up the 2-disc, or maybe I'll get the Blu-ray actually, because it has got the theatrical version and the extended version. This is only a theatrical version. But yeah. I also picked up this film, which I don't really like much. When I first watched it, I found it very boring. I mean, Brendan Fraser just seems to be doing any old film these days. I mean, I like to affectionately call this film Stinkheart, because I really did find it quite boring and quite, just not, it didn't appeal to me, and I didn't think it would appeal to kids. I would find that they would get bored. But there you go. Well, it was only £1, so I thought I'd add it to my collection, I picked up this film with Will Ferrell, Uma Thurman, Matthew Broderick. I haven't seen it before. I know it's a remake of a Mel Brooks film, which was made in the late 60s, I believe. Sounds like quite a good idea. I did catch some of the original earlier this year. I think the original had Gene Wilder in it. It sounds quite good. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Will Ferrell, but some of his films are good. A bit hit and miss, some of his films. Sometimes his characters are a bit too weird for me. Also picked up Rambo. This is a great film. I watched this again last weekend. I've seen it about 3 times now. I just think Rambo is a great character. I mean, I've seen all of the Rambo films. I don't think any of them are bad. Of course, First Blood started it all off. That was a classic. But this film, it's just Sylvester Stallone still showing you that just because you're an old guy, you can still be an action hero. I mean, this film, for the last 30 minutes, I've never seen so many people exploding because of, being, blown up or shot with, big machine guns. Just amazing. Yeah, really enjoyable film. I really like it. Also got this film, directed by Robert Redford, Quiz Show. I've never seen it. It's supposed to be really good. Ralph Fiennes is in it. Yeah. And another Will Ferrell movie, which I watched last week. I'd never seen it until last week, Anchorman. I thought it was really funny. Yeah, I did find out afterwards there is an unrated extended version, which I'd like to get. But they are releasing a Blu-ray in the UK with both versions, so I think I'll buy that as well. Because I just thought this was so funny, I'd like to see the extended version. Had some great cameos in it. Ben Stiller had a nice cameo, Jack Black, and Tim Robbins, would you believe, in a nice comedy moment with a silly fuzzy wig on and a pipe. I mean, it's just great seeing Tim Robbins showing up in a cameo in a wacky comedy. But Will Ferrell, yeah, he was really good. This is a good character, very funny. Yeah. And I picked up the 1-disc of the remake of King Kong. I know there's a 2-disc and also there's a 3-disc. I mean, I've only seen this film once. Yeah, Peter Jackson. Well, I loved his early movies, of course, Bad Taste, Brain Dead, Meet the Feebles. The Lord of the Rings films are, in my mind, okay. I don't think they're classics. I don't think this is a classic. I don't think it's one of the best remakes. Naomi Watts, always watchable. Jack Black, I think he was just miscast in the role he had. And that's my thoughts, you know. But Naomi Watts is always watchable. She puts in good performances in whatever film she does. You know, the special effects are good, but you know, lots of millions of dollars were obviously spent on the special effects, you know. And you always feel sad for King Kong in the end, you know. But nah, it was just okay. I bought this horror movie, Sanitarium. I've never seen it, didn't know nothing about it. I think it's a British movie from looking on the back. It doesn't sound too great. I mean, it was only £1, so. Also, this film, Pit Fighter, with Stephen Bauer, who was in Scarface. Haven't seen this film either. I mean, a friend of mine did tell me it wasn't very good. But, you know, I like B movies, as I said earlier, you know, so that was only £1 as well. So we got Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now, you know, I've got all of these Star Wars films, you know, the Episode 1, 2 and 3. But, you know, once again, I'm going to be a bit controversial. You know, these films are okay. I got them all because I'd like to have the whole collection. But I'm afraid I just love the original Star Wars films, you know, A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back. You know, I just think they're so much better. You know, these films are okay. I saw The Phantom Menace at the cinema. I wasn't blown away. I didn't see the other two at the cinema. You know, Hayden Christensen's okay, you know. Ewan McGregor didn't, you know, he's not a standout character. You know, Natalie Portman, always watchable. You know, she's putting some great performances. I mean, you know, maybe I'll watch these films because of Natalie Portman, you know, maybe you could say. And, you know, good special effects. You know, an annoying Jar Jar Binks, but I'm not the only one who thinks that. But yeah. Also picked this up from the 80s, The Dark Crystal. I've never seen this film. I don't know why I've never seen it. You know, so many people say it's great. I mean, Jim Henson did make some great films in the 80s, of course, with Labyrinth. And this film also is supposed to be a classic. You know, it's got a few extras on it. That was only £1 as well, so that was good. Just, you know, get it so I can watch it one day. And this Robin Williams film, 1 hour photo. Now, once again, you know, Robin Williams, great actor. He's made some great films, you know. He's gone from comedy to the drama with, you know, quite a nice effect, a bit like Tom Hanks. You know, we all know Robin Williams from Mrs. Doubtfire and Good Morning Vietnam. You know, and he made 80s, you know, comedies, The Best of Times, and then he went into the drama, you know, with Dead Poets Society, you know, and he's making the dramas now like Insomnia. And this one, yeah, it's a good film. I don't think it's great, you know. I think it's good, yeah. And the last film today is another Jack Black film, Be Kind Rewind, with Jack Black, Mos Def and Danny Glover. I thought this film was really good. Probably, you know, yeah, I thought it was really good, really funny. I mean, Jack Black's got some funny moments, and I just think the whole idea of the film, I mean, Jack Black wiping out a whole load of videotapes in a video store with his, he becomes magnetic. I won't go into the whole story of how he becomes magnetic, but he manages to wipe off all these tapes of 80s movies. It appears to be mostly 80s anyway. And because they're looking after the shop for Danny Glover, they decide to make their own versions of the movies and rent them out. And it's just great. I mean, they do versions of RoboCop and Driving Miss Daisy. Oh, it's just so funny. I mean, you know, and people love them. They come in, they rent the films, and they think they're great. That, you know, they don't know they're not the originals, but yeah, I just thought it was really funny. I mean, Jack Black's another comedy actor who's a bit hit and miss, but yeah, I like this movie. So that was all of my films for the last couple of weeks. I picked up quite a few. It's going to be a really good month, October, in the UK. We have lots of really good Blu-rays coming out. We've got The Evil Dead, we've got the RoboCop trilogy, the Alien, you know, quadrilogy. We've got Back to the Future. box set. You know, we've just got some great films. We've got some films I'm not too sure about. We've got the Night of the Demons remake coming on Blu-ray. I will get that because I love the original Night of the Demons, but you know, I don't think it'd be as good as that. So yeah, in the next month, hopefully I'll have some really good Blu-rays to show you, and of course more DVDs from my friend Tom, and more charity shop pickups. You know, they're cheap, and you know, I just love movies, and I just want to have as many in my collection as I can get. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.